I paid $50 for a 2-bedroom for my family of 6. With the help of your tax dollars. Thank you very much. Just got home and this letter was in the mail. I just lost my housing, y'all. My freaking housing.
Like, what do you think is gonna happen when these people get online talking about like how they got all of this stuff and throwing it in our face because we're the ones paying for it, and they just make it like it's no big deal that we have to work in order to send them money? And we all know who we're talking about here. You don't see guys doing this. This is 100% ladies bragging, thinking that they have a winning system by stealing people's money instead of going to work. Welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you here. You already saw the title. Without further ado, let's keep it going.
So I got a letter from DHS today. They're trying to tell me that I have to sell my 2024 Range Rover that I just bought. Okay, I put $10,000 down on this car, my dream freaking car. And they're trying to tell me if I don't sell it, because this is considered a big asset, if I don't sell it, get rid of it, I will lose my $4,000 food stamps, my $2,000 cash assistance, my Section 8, my disability, and my kids' disability. So pretty much, if you are on government benefits, you can't drive nice things. You can't have nice things. They literally want me to sell my car, my Range Rover, that I have wanted all my life, if I want to keep feeding my kids. They're literally taking the food from my children's mouths because they know I can't work. I cannot work. It's been 13 years, okay? 13 years. Over a car? Over a Range Rover? Are you kidding me? This is what they're doing to us. This is what they are stripping our rights away.
This is like straight delusion. What is wrong? Like, let me tell you something. Darwinism needs to come back. Survival of the fittest needs to come back, because there are too many stupid people living amongst us, and they having the same rights and everything that we have. There, I said it. Cat's out of the bag. I said it. The fact that she's getting $4,000 a month in food, and $2,000 in cash assistance, meaning they put cash on the card and you can use that card like a debit card, or you can go to an ATM and pull it out. She hasn't worked in 13 years. First of all, she should have taken some of that money and got those bottoms done, those bottom teeth done, because they weren't looking the best. I'm just come right out and say it. Okay. Next, she has the eyelashes and the makeup on. You haven't worked in 13 years, but you get $6,000 just free money every single month from the taxpayers. And instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to take this money and maybe start a business so that I can get off of this, you're just going to keep abusing the system. And she didn't go and get like a Ford Explorer. This woman, she went and got, she said, I'm riding in style, baby. I'm going to get a Range Rover. And the Range Rovers are not cheap. They're luxury vehicles. She didn't even go and get a Lincoln. She didn't even go and get a Mercedes.
Not getting no job. If you go get a job, they're gonna take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no Section 8. You're not going to get no job. They're gonna count your income against my Section 8 and my link card. You're not working. No. So I don't care what you gotta say. I don't care how you feel. You're not working. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to school. You're not doing none of that shit.
But Ma, I'm saying how I'm supposed to be successful in life, Ma. So you basically telling me I gotta be broke to be successful? I gotta be broke so I can get Section 8?
You gotta be broke so the government can help you.
So the government can help me. So you telling me I can't work no job, bro? Like, that's like all my friends got jobs and live in nice houses. So you telling me I got to go through the same thing you went through?
If you don't do any of that, they're going to take my Section 8.
How?
And I'm
won't they be like? Won't they be?
You can go get yours at ease. You can go get a
nice house. No, they will look at that and be like, he's doing something, and give me a bigger house, Ma. That's what you taught me.
Where I'm gonna go? I don't have no job.
I can get off your Section 8 and apply for my own Section 8.
Okay, but if you do that, you're gonna have to go the hard way. It's gonna take a long.
So what? That's what I'm saying.
Wait a few months, get on Section 8, find you a nice apartment, go get you a link card. You will be fine. You don't have to sit up and work. You don't have to work no job. The government is here to help us.
This is crazy. This is crazy. And this is why you already know it's coming. This is why the children should go with the fathers. This is exactly why. She has scammed the system and is trying to convince her son. Her son wants to go out and work and become something. And she's like, no, just stay mediocre with me. Just stay mediocre. Even though she looked a pretty lady. She looked like she was healthy as an ox. She can go do some roofing right now. She can go to a construction site right now and put in a nice hard 8 hours. But no, it's too easy. She's saying like that's not government. That's not the government helping you. That's you taking advantage of the government. That's what that is. And the fact that so many people can't see that is very shocking, especially in the black community.
You literally could go get a job and actually afford unsubsidized rent, not being subsidized by the taxpayer. You could go do that. You are literally choosing not to because you want to build your business. Why the are you allowed to leech off the taxpayer?
I'm not leeching off of anybody.
Yes,
and
you
I
are.
have tried.
Tried what?
My last job, I had a really bad situation
Tell.
where I was interviewing men in particular, and every time I got on the screen with them, they got their little willies out and started whacking him. I'm trying.
What's your try?
I have plans on finding a job.
I went grocery shopping today, and for the first time ever, I had to use my debit card instead of my EBT card. It was honestly a humbling experience. You know how hard it was to actually have to pay attention to the prices? What was new to me as well was having to actually look at the prices. So before, I used to be able to just grab it and throw it in the cart, random it, things that I need, things that I don't need, I just throw it in the cart. But now I have to actually pay attention to the prices. And I honestly didn't realize how expensive it was. Budgeting really sucks. So now instead of being able to buy cookies and chips and candy and sodas, now I actually have to buy food. I can't be buying snacks anymore. No more name brand stuff. Everything has to be great value. You wanna know how much these were? $1.98. No more Doritos, no more Fritos, no more, none of that. But like I said, very, very humbling experience, you know? Now I gotta get used to budgeting and buying things that I actually...
Listen, these women are children. Majority of these women today are children. The fact that she can hit the record button on that iPhone, and I'm pretty sure she has the newest iPhone as well. The fact that she can hit the record button and say what she just said as if she's having a rough time. Like what are you trying to garner from the audience by posting that video? The sympathy, empathy, that all the money that you... I'm not even gonna say it again.
What's the average rent somebody is gonna have to pay here if they're not on Section 8?
For a 2-bedroom apartment, it will be $3,500.
And do you think Section 8 kind of incentivizes people to stay poor, that way they can stay inside of the brackets to get the cheap housing?
I would say so. It got to be another way. I'll say so. But however, we need Section 8 to survive. Otherwise, how can we do it? And if we make a certain amount of money, a little bit of money, more money, then we don't get that support.
Yes,
and it's hard.
It's kind of like twisted because if you do well, then you're going to be paying more. But if you
That's crazy.
If you pay,
I have a bachelor's degree in clinical psychology. If I go to work, a regular job, I won't be getting any help. I could only come out here whenever I got a little time to make extra money to survive.
What's a good day of business like out here?
I'm not going to respond to that.
No, we can't do that for taxes, right?
Huh?
We can't do that for taxes,
No,
right?
I didn't say that.
Now, there's a reason why this lady, despite having a college degree, is working on the streets only accepting cash, and that's because of what's called the poverty trap. And you must understand this about government benefits in Section 8. They were designed to help low-income families afford housing, but there's a catch. Let's say you're a single mom in New York City making $30,000 a year, you qualify for Section 8, and maybe you're only paying $500 a month for rent while the government covers the rest. But the moment your income rises, maybe you get a raise or a better job, the system starts taking away your benefits, your rent goes up, and if you make too much money, you lose Section 8 entirely, which means if you go from making $30,000 to $45,000, you might actually not feel richer because you're actually losing money, because you'll have to pay market value for rent, making you actually poorer than you were just making $30,000 a year. So you stay poor, you keep your housing, you try to level up, and suddenly you're punished. This is why it's called the poverty trap, and politicians know that this is a way to control the people. If you make more money, you lose your benefits. They silently say, stay poor and we'll provide for you, but don't worry, we will still blame the rich for keeping you poor.
That's crazy, man. I strongly believe that the government is actually doing this. They don't want us to come together. They really don't want these states to be united. They just want us to be good little workers and be good little slaves and just be another cog in the machine. Just go to work, come home, pay the taxes, don't ask any more questions while we steal all this money and do what we want to do with this money. But guys, that's just my 2 cents. Comment down below what you think. Thanks for watching this video. If you're still here, click this video in your top left for a good one, or for a better one, click this one in the top right. Let's be honest, they're both great. That's it, and I will see you on another one.